All right, guys, what's up? It's another cold day here in Haines City. It's your boy ChronicTurbo. We have another vehicle here today. Today we have a 2023 INFINITI QX60. This is the Luxe trim. It's a 7-passenger luxury SUV from INFINITI, which is Nissan's luxury brand. And being that it's the Luxe trim, standard, they only have, I would like to say, 3,500 pound towing capacity, but this does have the all-wheel drive option, which ups that to 6,000 pounds of towing capacity, which is actually really good for this class. As you can see, the all-wheel drive logo right there. As for the looks of the vehicle, it looks really good. You got the roof up there. You do have a small panoramic roof. It doesn't go all the way to the last row. You know, I'm gonna kind of hit it for that one. I really wish it did go all the way to the back, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. This ain't my car, so I really can't complain about it too much. Now, let's talk the exterior. You do have 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels. You know, I already went over the sunroof and everything. You have the LED signature lighting. Car is off right now, but it runs right across the front right there. Of course, just the headlights. There's nothing else really going on up here. You guys have seen this on the road plenty of times. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty popular vehicle. And being that this is the Luxe trim, it do has the around view monitor on the backup camera as well. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that when we go on the inside. And it has Pro Pilot Assist with Navilink, moving object detection. You know, it's a really well optioned vehicle, at least from INFINITI, you know. Does have heated mirrors as well. And now we're gonna go ahead and check out the engine bay, and I'm gonna talk some horsepower numbers with you. But first, let's turn it on. Let's hit out the engine sounds, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, I did promise to get the engine popped up for you so you could get a good look at that V6. And we're going to talk some numbers. 3.5 liter V6 direct injection, you know, V6. 295 horsepower at 6,400 RPM, 270 pound-feet of torque at 4,800 RPM. It does come with a 9-speed automatic transmission. It does have paddle shifters as well. You're talking 21 in the city, 26 on the highway, so 23 mpg combined. Not the greatest numbers, but it's a naturally aspirated V6, so I am happy about that. I know a lot of manufacturers are going with the Turbo 4, so it is good to see something still have a V6. And I already went over torque capacity. You know, standard, this engine comes with 3,500 pounds of torque capacity, but with the all-wheel drive system, it bumps that up to 6,000. All right, let's go ahead and check out the interior of the vehicle. We'll look at the trunk space and check out the infotainment center. And I see so. All right, we are inside the vehicle now. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. You just go right here and you press the button here. All right, now I'm gonna give you a good look around the cabin. You do have a nice screen over there for your dashboard, and you do have a nice screen right here as well. Plenty of space in here. That's the panoramic roof right there. You do have a lot of headliner. It's not the black headliner like you get on some of the other trims. But this is a 12.3-inch screen. It is called INFINITI's InTouch infotainment system. You know, it has navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay, you know, the whole 9 yards. Now, it does have heated and cooled seats as well, so that is actually really good. That's your shift knob. Of course, you got your camera right there. So you click that, brings up the camera, and that's what I said about the surround view monitor system. Go ahead and pop this. You have a decent amount of storage in here as well. Pop this open. It is damp and lined with felt. You got your owner's manual in there. It is a very firm, but it is wrapped in like a leather-like material, but it's very firm. It's not super soft. Same thing here, going across the dash as well. Here's a little bit softer. So coming down here, it's softer. The seats feeling really nice. cool to the touch. I mean, it is cold outside. It's very, very good feeling. You know, Nissan Infiniti, they have that zero gravity seat technology. They always talk about, you know, with the NASA and everything like that. So it always feels pretty good when you sit in one of these things. Just give you a good look around. Whew, it is so cold outside, guys. But it is a 7-passenger vehicle. You can sit 7 people in this car. It doesn't have the captain chairs like the upper trims. But in total, you got 198.2 inches for the wheelbase. So it's actually a pretty big vehicle. And the height is 69.7 inches. And it's 78 inches wide with the mirrors. Now we'll go ahead and we'll check out the trunk. I'll show you what the space looks like in there. Well, actually, no, let's hop in the back seat. I don't want to skip that. Let's hop in the back seat. I'll give you guys a look, see what that's like. Show you how much headroom I got and everything. Now for your passengers, wow, it's really spacious back here. And I'm sitting behind myself. I didn't adjust the seat, as you can see. I didn't cut anything. This is your console for the passengers as well. They control the fan speed. And you know, you control the temperature. You do have connections right there as well. That last row, I wouldn't even attempt to get back there, honestly. I would not attempt to get back there, man. But this is the roof liner again. As you can see, this is where the roof stands back as far as the glass roof for the panoramic. So it does come to the second row. It does not go into the third row at all. You know, I'm gonna take all points for that. I really wish it did go into the third row, but you know, like I say, fuck them kids. We're gonna go ahead and check out the trunk. And you also have these as well. So you have the rear shades. Give some privacy to your passengers, or you know, you and your ladies are doing something you're not supposed to be doing. I mean, you grown. You're supposed to be doing it, to be honest. I'm glad you're doing it. But this is the key fob. Go ahead and hold the trunk button. My hands are a little ashy. It is really cold out here and I've been at work all day. But you got 14.5 cubic feet of space with the rear seat up. So that's actually not too bad. It could be bigger, but like I said, beggars can't be choosers. It's not my car, so I can't really complain too much. But if you fold the seats down, you do get 75.4 cubic feet of space. So that's actually much better. And like I said, these rear seats, not much going on back here unless you're putting kids back here. So you're probably gonna have them folded down most of the time anyway, just to have that extra trunk space. You'll only use them in a pinch. And of course, you just reach up here to close it. And voila, that's the QX60. You know, like I said, it's a good looking SUV. And it's better than most of what Nissan is putting out at the moment. It doesn't have a CVT. It does have a actual 9-speed automatic transmission. So that's actually really good. So tired of the CVTs with Nissan. You do have the gloss back mirror caps as well. Of course, you got touch. I mean, it's 2023, man. Like, what you really expect. Of course, you can touch that and unlock the doors. Do wish they hid this under here. Being that it's supposedly a luxury vehicle, you know, most of them actually hide that under there. Having a windshield wiper right there is kind of a bad move. Got to separate it from Nissan in some way, shape, or form. Do have a shark fin antenna, so I do like that. Give you a good look from the outside. Spacious, except for that last row. But otherwise, very spacious. Yeah. All right, we done here with this video. It's your boy ChronicTurbo. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see more. I will be trying to get as many vehicles to you as possible. I don't only do new cars. I try to do stuff from any year because let's be honest, not everybody could afford a new vehicle. So I try to have something for everybody. You know, I'm for the people. I'm not a huge YouTuber. Even when I do get big, I'm still gonna always have something for everybody, you know? But that's it for this video. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.